Hey, what's up? This is Karish For Real, and as you can see from my last name, For Real, so I got to keep it real with my black male audience, or just male in general. I wanted to bring to the forefront what I feel that should be exposed is true and real communication. Now, I have a lot of male cousins, a lot of male friends, and I look and observe at relationships, and also my own personal experience. So it's like, okay, when we're trying to, as your mate, give you suggestions or say, hey, this person is not, they're not really your friend, or this is a better way to do it. I think you need to ease up a little bit on your ego, because I really feel that it's your ego where you like that machismo, well, she ain't gonna tell me what to do, or, you know, in your head what your boys telling you on the side conversation, oh, you better not let her run you, or whatever society has embedded in your brain, is that you don't want to listen, or you feel that it's that egotistical thing that you have to prove somebody wrong. But if that's your partner, then that's what it's supposed to be, two together, not against or competing. Because if it's two partners, then at the end of the day, you're still one. So wherein you have a situation where it could be a business adventure where you're like, you know what, you're not ready for it yet, and then you like, oh no, I'm ready, and you're trying to prove everything, and every moment that you're doing and everything that you're trying to do because you're trying to prove yourself, it falls through. And it's because you're not being genuine and really focusing on what you're supposed to be focusing on, which is that goal. So I feel that there should be better communication, because then you starting to shut down, or you be like, oh, you know, you're not my mama, whatever the situation is, or you have a strong female or a person that's telling you things that are for your good. Why? Because we're the one that's going to be like, we're going to have to sweep it up and hold you, cuddle. You want to do all that because, you know, you men are, let's face it, a little bit of Kleenex tissue, a little soft at times. You don't want to, you know, expose that. But like I said, I'm keeping it real. I'm being for real. So you can have a better responsibility of your part, I should say, in a relationship. Now, it could be some women that are overbearing and want to tell you to do everything, and that, you know, you got to listen to them. You shouldn't be going with your mama. And I'm not going to be your mama. I'll tell you that right now. You know, it's just basically with that, just coming and taking that time, even if you don't want to do it in front of, you know, your mate, just think about it and say, damn, every time I'm doing something, it always fall through, and I hate to tell her that she's right. That's your problem. Because you don't want to admit that you're wrong. It's not that your mate want to say all the time, oh yeah, I was right. No, we're trying to do it together better, because every time that you're doing it wrong, that's just 10 steps back. So why keep doing the same thing over and over and over again? That's insanity. So it creates a migraine for me. So I know it hurts your heart a little bit, but I just want to just give you that insight, because me, I'm the type of person, like I said, I have a lot of male counterparts that, you know, I grow with in business, personal, whatever. And it's just that you need to know that part. It's okay to be emotional. It's okay to be wrong. It's not where you have this false, you know, built, what I should say, character that a society has built, because we're all human. So you need to take that in. That's the solution. Just take it in. Sometimes you can tweak it a little bit, but just do that and you'll be better. You do better. You feel better. The relationship will be better. Your whole energy and surrounding will be better. And guess what? You'll be making that money. So definitely, all the time I want to say, be real with yourself. Be real with your partner. And definitely just take heed. Communication is key.
So when you say, you said something about the emotional part.
Yeah.
How do you feel about men expressing trying to communicate emotionally, but they don't want to look like less than,
like they soft?
Right. So how do you feel about that? And how do women feel if a man say, hey, look, you know, this is how I'm feeling about it? Because as men, we're taught to be strong and,
right,
you know, this and that, especially in front of your female. What do you say about that?
Twofold. I feel that if you're with the right person, that you shouldn't feel less than, because then you're revealing yourself. So that's the person that you should be most vulnerable with, not the people on the outside and you, oh, she trying to tell me to do this and blah, blah, blah. Because guess what? At the end of the day, they can sit there and say, but you look stupid. You know why? Because she's going to be right or he's going to be right. And I think if you're with somebody that you feel that way, or that they're always going to belittle, it's a difference if they're telling you the truth and you don't want to hear it versus belittling, then that's not the right person for you. You have females that are going to say, oh, I don't want him crying, I want to do this. Guess what? They're immature because they don't know their own they're not in tune with their own emotions, so they don't know how to relate to you or how to receive that. So I think that would be the answer for that. Like, you really just have to know that person should be a reflection of you and vice versa, because if not, then it's always going to be off kilter. So
it don't bother you if the guy come to you heartfelt, you don't look at him no less, you still look at him as king, man.
I still look at him as king, because that's what we're doing behind closed doors and in our throne. Because I'd rather you do it there with me versus you looking like a dumbass in front of millions of people. Because there could be sometimes you'll be in a situation that we can't come back from, or you can't clean up, that you'll be in jail, but it could have been something that you voice yourself emotionally within, and then we can say, okay, this is the plan, and you can still have your freedom. But if you trying to, show it all out and be machismo, I'm saying the word wrong, but just being, just want to not have that wall up. Just let the wall down, because once you keep doing that, then you're really hurting yourself and you're making yourself look like an idiot. So, I would say, and don't assume, because with that is the ass of you. You're making an ass of you and an ass of me. So I'd rather it be on the inside and not on the outside, because then I have to be able to be there to support you, put on a good face for the public, and still clean up the mess that you've made that we didn't have to endure anyway. So just break it down, fellas. It's okay. If it's not the right person, then you know that that's not the right female that's for you, and you just keep moving. Don't be stagnant. Don't let anybody kill your joy either.